Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Dance Collider. So Dance Collider is another dancing rhythm game. It's set within almost like a post-apocalyptic world where dancing is legal. It's hunted out.
Pyro.
It takes place in these dance colliders. When you first log in, you get a little bit of the backstory about how Uriel is hunting them down. Then you're just taken straight into the game, taken in 3 different screens. One where you can learn how to play, one to do with custom songs, and one which is your main game lobby. If you go into your main game lobby, then you will see that there is 9 photos, for want of a better word, of different dancers that you can choose to be your opponent. Once you select this person, or once you select them, you can then select your difficulty at the bottom. There are 5 main difficulties. You've got easy, normal, pro, and they've just brought in a hardcore mode, which is very hardcore. You pick your appropriate level and you can just click go. Each opponent has 5 songs, so you can either start from the beginning and work through them like stages, or you can go to your favourite songs and pick them. So the main game mechanic is that you have things in your hands. I don't know what they're called. I'll put it here if I find out. And you have orbs or balls coming at you, and you can hit them any way you see fit. As long as you hit them, and you hit them with power. Power is a key part to this. They don't have obstacles in this game, which I quite like. However, it will move on like a 90 degree. So as the difficulty ramps up, you are expected to quickly move around. I found that the game does really get you moving. I really like the music in it. I find it next to impossible to just stand still and just hit them. It's just the way it happens. Once you're actually into the game, for some reason, the dancer is huge in front of you. I don't know why. They either say encouraging things or they say bad things about you. I don't really understand why they do that. You can choose to turn the sound down on them if you find them particularly off-putting, and they will dance in front of you. I haven't found that the dance that they do actually really coincides with the pattern that's coming at you. Is it supposed to? I don't know. Anyway, going back to the plot. So what happens is, once I wasn't quite sure what it was, I'm not gonna lie. So I just played through a whole set from one of the dancers. And as you play through and you clear each stage or each song, it then comes up with this warning that they're more aware of this illegal dance colliders happening. And once you finish the set, you unlock Uriel, which is a whole set, another set of 5 songs. I personally think a couple of them are some of the best songs in the game. I love them and I do love playing them. The fact that you can play the sets, I think is really, really good for that continuity within actually working out. There's also an option to turn off the intros, so you can quickly just skip into every single one of the songs without the lengthy, you're going down, almost smack talk from the dancers. Hardcore difficulty is a little bit insane. I haven't got as high as that. I've got to pro mode, but I haven't got quite the hang of hardcore. The balls seem to be smaller and it is a lot faster paced, so I think I need to work up to that slightly. So you've got the normal orbs, you have chain orbs which are a bit more neon and they look more like worms, and you have to, it's almost like the rails in most of the other games, in that you just have to continuously hit them till the end. You get this yellow triangle which you have to hit with both hands, and you also have chains or sets, I think they call them, whereby they're linked and you have to have completed it all. It actually has a countdown of how many there is within that move, and you have to have hit them all to get the bonus for it. When it does switch from side to side, it comes up with some white arrows so you know which way to turn. As you increase in difficulty, it turns quicker, so you may not always see that. There are no real obstacles in this. You haven't got to duck or around anything, which I really like because it almost leaves you free to move how you want. You do have ones that you have to reach lower for and ones you have to reach higher for. But aside from that, you don't actually have to bend and duck around things and put pressure upon your knees. So for me, that's really good because I do have bad knees. A couple of downsides to the game: unless you go in and change some of your graphic settings, it's a bit overwhelming. The particles and the fog sometimes make it next to impossible for you to see things. Another downside is it just doesn't have multiplayer. That'd be kind of cool, so that you could actually, have a dance off. overall the game does really get you sweating. It really gets you moving. Like I said, even in the small, like the quieter bits, I can't stop myself from moving. I find it a really enjoyable game. I actually logged in, put it through mixed reality to get some footage, and then an hour and a bit later I realised I was still playing. So that kind of tells you everything you need to know about how fun the game is to actually play in itself. The downside is there's not a lot of songs. They do have the custom songs and you can access them via their Discord, but there isn't many. It doesn't seem to be as an active community as, say, like Beat Saber or Synth Riders, who are constantly putting in custom songs. But you can do them, and there is a dance editor if you want to do them yourself. So overall, do I think this is good for a fitness game? I actually do. It gets my heart rate up. I am very sweaty off it. I don't stop moving. I find it a really enjoyable game to play and to lose yourself in. So if that's what you're looking for and you are trying to use VR to get fit without having to think about exercise every day, I would suggest Dance Collider as one of those. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Always happy to hear your comments, and we'll see you next week.